welcome to another exciting episode of Tuesday Travels, where we take you to the hottest spots in the area. We are here in Goa and we are going to be spending a day at Sol De Goa, which is a beautiful boutique hotel with 21 suites and rooms and a little to offer everybody. So they have an amazing deck and they have 2 pools, lots of great live music, amazing food, a live kitchen and a lot more. So we're going to be spending a day here in the heart of Goa, and I'm really excited to be here because they have just some amazing hospitality. So let's get going. Guys, after spending a beautiful morning at Sol De Goa, I'm here with the director, Mr. Rainer Stoll, and we're going to have a chat with him about all things Sol. So thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Great to have you here. It's a pleasure, and I'm happy you enjoy your stay with us.
So just want to start by asking, so the place has been renovated. How and what, made you do that?
So I stayed at the Sol De Goa 10 years back when it was opened. First time somebody recommended the hotel to me. It just opened its doors 10 years back, and I stayed in room number 19. And this was one of the most amazing stays I had in that time when I was not living in Goa. So after leaving, after 3 days, I thought if I ever have a chance to get this hotel, to run this hotel, I would love to do it. And 8 years later, it happened.
Wow.
So I know the owner very well, Mr. Suraj Murachka, who is running a development company, a very recommended development company, high-end in Goa, and it's his property. And suddenly he said, can we do something together? And any hotel after 7-8 years goes through a new processing, and you have to change interiors, you have to maybe reposition it, and that's what we did.
Right.
So created a concept, closed it down last year for 3 months and renovated it completely, redesigned the interiors, reconceptualized the restaurant, the food, and reopened it in October last year.
Right. And how do you stand out in a crowded market like Goa? Is it that you position yourself differently? How does that go?
Yeah, I would say market is not easy anymore. But I think the profile we created, or the Sol created even before we closed it and we renovated it and reopened it, is that we very much focus on the aspects of service culture, hospitality, and that makes a difference, I guess. And a very personal attachment to our clientele and guests which we have from India and abroad.
Right.
So our mix of guests and target groups, as you might say in the business terms, is very focused on relationship management, personal contacts, personal affairs, and then over and above, obviously we use all the channels which everybody else uses as well. But I think you can say the Sol maybe plays today a role within 10-15 other hotels in the state.
Right.
Where they might very much focused on the boutique style, on a specific target group of guests who appreciate and enjoy what we do.
Right.
Where price is not always a matter.
Right.
We are not defining ourselves about 500 rupees more or less.
Right.
So who comes here wants to come to the Sol.
Can you tell us a little bit about the architecture of the place and who designed it?
See, but the architecture follows obviously a bit the classical inspiration of Spain and Portugal, which is related, specifically Portugal to Goa. And you find this within the development company Sun Estates. Lots of their villas following this pattern of design, exterior design. The interior design initially was done by Tarun Tagliani in 2010.
Right.
And when we started the process of renovating, we obviously followed his patterns. So we added on a little bit, we changed the outside scenario of the furnishing. But when you go to the rooms, it's still 80%, 90%, it's still Tarantaliani.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for having this chat with us. It was great. And of course, this property is beautiful and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Pleasure.
So guys, that was all about Sol De Goa with Mr. Raina. But don't go anywhere because on the other side, we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up for you. Hi guys, so as we are spending the day at Sol De Goa, we thought we should check out their concept store. So this particular property has a concept store attached to it and they house a lot of designers and even some local ones. So you can get everything you need including shirts, swimsuits, dresses. If you forgot to pack something, then of course you can just rush in and pick something up. So I'm just going to take a round in this store and you guys will see what all they have. Let's go. It's quite a cute and cozy store. Right away, I can see some essentials that you need when you're in Goa. Of course, you need a swimsuit, guys. So they have a lot of variety and some really cool, funky prints and bright colors. Just show it to you guys. So you can get something like this. It's really cute. Some nice prints. Even some glitter. For the men, they also have some shorts in different neutral shades. So they're keeping in mind that, you know, you are going to add this to your wardrobe. So it must be nice and cool. And it's something that, of course, you can take back home with you. So they have cool colors and comfortable shorts for men. Some long dresses and kurta style dresses. Something like this is nice and simple. They also have simple dresses. Now a dress like this can be dressed up, dressed down. It's perfect for beach weather as well as perfect to sit by the pool and just relax. Some cool pieces as well, such as like this. It's a nice pair of shorts. It's something again a must to carry for a travel destination like Goa. This can easily be worn on top of a bikini, and if you're not carrying something like this, you can definitely buy it here because you don't get stuff like this everywhere. You only get it at beach destinations. So this would be really nice. It looks dressy, and on top of a bikini, it'll look really nice as well. Some cute and simple maxi dresses, comfort as well as style. They have a huge variety of men's shirts in different kinds of prints and beautiful bright colors. So you can see something like this. It's nice and bright. Or you could go for something like this, which has like a tropical kind of print. And you know, there are other colors as well. So of course, lots of variety in terms of shirts. Some more shirts here. Nice floral prints, bursts of color. This is something nice and different. I love the color, it's muted, but it also has these bright colors thrown into the mix. So, and even the fabric is quite nice. Look at this print, guys. It's nice and colorful. You can pair this with a pair of muted colored shorts like the ones we saw in different neutrals, and you'd have an outfit. They also have kaftans that can be put over a swimsuit. A lot of people like to wear kaftans on top so that they feel comfortable in roaming around freely in a swimsuit. And it's also great because the moment you take a dip and you come out and you don't want to get back into clothes per se, like which are like fitting, then you can just throw on something like this and you'll be ready for a dip in no time. That was all in terms of this store. यहाँ पे और भी बहुत चीज़ें हैं and of course यहाँ पे काफ़ी designers का सामान है, तो आप देख सकते हैं आपको क्या अच्छा लगे. So we are going to continue as we explore this beautiful property here overlooking nice green lush fields. We'll be having a chat with the chefs who are going to be preparing something special for us. So stay tuned for that. Welcome back to Tuesday Travels. Now it's time to have a chat with the chefs at Sol De Goa who have been pampering us. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We're
Thank you so
really
much for
excited
having
to be
us.
here.
I'm really glad that we can finally sit down. I've been seeing you guys in action, in the kitchen. It's been great. So just want to start first. Can you just like introduce yourselves?
My name is Maya. I'm from the Northeast and from Goa, but I've traveled a lot and that's where I get my inspiration from.
Awesome.
My name is Sanchit. I've been in Goa for the past 4 years, been cooking here. I'm actually from Chandigarh, so I bring a little bit of Goa and a little bit of North to the plate.
That's amazing. So can you tell me what went through your mind when you decided to sit down and revamp the menu at Sol?
Actually, that's actually one question we always get is like, what's your speciality? What's your cuisine? I wouldn't say we do have one. We focus more on ingredients and season when it comes to our menus and things like that. So I would say we have an ever-changing menu. So that is the reason why we took up the Sol, because we found it's very dynamic and people are ready to experiment when they come here, try different things, and we curate to our guests. We don't necessarily just give them what's on the menu, we personalize according to their taste.
So we tell them what kind of produce we have, we ask them what they would like to be done with it, and that's how we create a dish.
Oh, so you guys go through the whole process?
Yes, we do. So right now we're currently working on our this season's menu, which is 2019 season.
Right.
We're going to be launching in probably another month. So right now experiments and research and developments going on.
So tell us, what do you have in mind for this coming season?
So we're actually sort of doing a pop-up or more like a collaboration with this new restaurant that's going to launch in 2020. This restaurant's in Bangalore. It's called Lore. So we're going to launch a series of set courses, set course dinners that we're going to do like every now and then, at least once a month. So this is our first one. So this guy, he's worked in Singapore. He's already a very well-known chef. So he's coming down here, and we're doing a 8-course menu with him, which talks about Goa and the produce of
Local
Goa.
produce, yeah.
So that's what we're looking to do with this all. Like, obviously we want to cater to our daily hotel guests, but also we want this to become a place where, you know, we bring in people.
We celebrate food.
Yes,
Yeah, we bring in people from everywhere, and we do experiments with food, and this turned this into a fine dining place.
Right. And what are some of your favorite dishes on the menu?
Well, you can.
What have you guys created and you're like, oh my god, this is
Amazing.
it. Yeah.
Well, I would say it's a never-ending process, because sometimes you feel like a dish is complete, and then you get this dream suddenly in the middle of the night. You're like, oh, maybe I should add this to it, or maybe I should do this sauce this way.
I would have to agree. Yeah.
So yeah.
Are you forever like testing and trying new things in the kitchen?
Yes.
Yeah,
We constantly. I
mean, I do agree that consistency is very important, but if something's gonna improvise a dish, then why not?
Awesome. Can you tell me about these beautiful dishes sitting in front of us? They look really nice and appetizing. I don't know what they are though. Tell me more.
One is avocado and prawn roll.
Oh,
Okay, with orange gas streak. Okay, so it's a cold dish. That's why we gave it to you, because it's hot right now. Summer's going on, so we exactly like I said, we think about the season, we think about the weather when we offer our dishes. And the second is
it's actually a potato scaled fish. We've served it with some butter tossed spelt with some herbs. We've taken some hollandaise and we've charged it with nitrogen. There's some pickles around, some
Wow.
capers around.
looks absolutely divine.
So we've actually built this kitchen from scratch. That's why we're very close to the Sol.
Right.
We've seen it come up from rubble, being broken down from the old kitchen, to building it up from scratch, designing it,
equipment.
everything. We've been every inch of the
So
way
it's
we've been in
completely your
charge.
baby.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is. So that's why when it comes to the food, we're very particular.
There's so many people coming from so many different cultures,
Yeah.
countries. I'm sure you get like a mixed bunch.
Yes.
So how do you cater to
So
everyone?
we're trying to find the right balance especially since we get a lot of tourists, so they are coming to India, they are coming to a coastal region, right? So what we're trying to do is give them something that's not heavy like our traditional Indian food.
Right.
What people consider Indian food, I should say, like butter heavy and full of oil and stuff. We're trying to refine it a
flour.
little bit more European, which is lighter to the palate, but also keep to the Indian roots and give flavors of India and stuff. So we're using flavors and spices from India, from all parts of India, but keeping it a little bit more balanced for all our guests.
Right. Thank you so much for having this chat with us. This has been great. I know you guys are really busy, so I'm going to let you all go. And I'm going to, meanwhile, of course, enjoy the food.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thank
much
you,
for
guys.
having us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in. That's all for this episode of Tuesday Travels. We'll be back with more next week.